Good morning, guys. Welcome to Poetry Corner. Thank you for joining me. We're going back to Sean Edwards' love story, um, A Promise of Spring. This is chapter 14 now, guys. Chapter 14. I remember, guys, this is the day I met him. Sean Edwards' love story. Charlotte and Edwards' love story, and this is seen through the eyes of Charlotte. So let's read on, guys, and see what's happening. The first day of spring arrived with a sky so tenderly blue it seemed almost fragile. The snow that had so long guarded the earth had melted into rivulets, winding through the fields like silver threads. Crocuses had begun piercing through the damp soil, their petals trembling with the courage of new beginning. It had not been several weeks since that night in the chapel. Weeks of quiet understanding, of conversations by the fire, and walks beneath softening skies. Edward remained at Harcourt Hall as a guest of my uncle, who had received him with that mixture of curiosity and caution, favour that marks a man whose suspect was his niece's aunt. Let me read that again, guys. It had been several weeks since that night in the chapel. The weeks of quiet understanding, of conversations by the fire, and walks beneath softening skies. Edward remained at Harcourt Hall as a guest of my uncle, who had received him with that mixture of curiosity and caution, favour that marks a man who suspects what his niece's heart has already confessed. There was peace now, once there had been ache, yet with the peace came the tender uncertainty of what was to come. The world beyond those walls was still, full of expectation and propriety. And though I had never cared for such things, love makes one more suddenly aware of every barrier that stands between art and happiness. One afternoon, as the light slanted golden through the orchard, Edward found me sketching by the old stone bench near the gate. He had a way of walking softly, even across gravel, so that his shadow always greeted me before his voice. "You have captured the spring too well," he said gently, looking down at my page. "Even the trees look modest before your pencil." I smiled, but I did not look up at once. Spring hardly needs my help to be beautiful. "No," he said, and his tone changed, "but you do." The words hung there, not bold but true. I closed my sketchbook slowly, feeling the faint tremor of something long held at bay. He sat beside me, not close enough to be improper, but near enough that I could feel the warmth of him through the chill breeze. "I have written to my sister," he said, "at last, and to the vicar in Kent, where I have been asked to assist a small parish, but honest one. There is work to be done, good, simple work." There was a quiet pride in his voice, humility too. I turned to him, meeting his eyes. "And will you go?" "Yes," he said softer, but not alone." It was a moment I had dreamed of and yet could scarcely believe. The faint wind lifted a lock of my hair, and his gaze followed it, reverent, not possessive. "I would not ask," he went on, "if I was not certain that what I offer is not wealth nor grand position, but peace in a home of faith, a life meaning, and my heart, if you will have it." I could not speak. All my rehearsed composure fell away like the last frost upon the fields. What rose instead was something simple, radiant and sure. I took his hand, not a gesture of passion but of promise. "Edward," I whispered, "I have already had it from the moment we first met among the blossoms." He smiled then, that rare smile that begins within his eyes and softens everything around it. "Then let this spring be our beginning." He lifted my hand to his lips, and though the world was bright with bird song, the only sound I heard was the quiet beating of two hearts finding the same rhythm. Above us in the orchard swayed with new life. The earth, once frozen, breathed again. And at that moment, beneath the wind beneath a wide forgiving sky, I understand that love, true love, does not simply begin, it endures. There you go, guys, it's all looking good with Charlotte and Edward. Join me tomorrow, Friday morning, for chapter 15, the wedding at Kenton Parish. There you go, guys. The clue's in the title there, the wedding at Kenton Parish. So it looks like there's going to be church bells ringing for Charlotte and Edward. So it's going to be a lovely, happy ending, guys. So join me for that Friday morning. But tonight we're back off to Topsy Tickletown, and it is chapter 61, The David Dreams Overslept and Spilled into the Morning. So yeah, don't have nightmares about that, guys. So join me tonight for that, guys, in Topsy Tickletown, and we'll see what's going on with the dreams and why they overslept and spilled into the morning. Until then, guys, have a very lovely day. Thank you for joining me at Poetry Corner. Have a wonderful day. God bless us all. Take care. Stay blessed and let God be our protector and guidance as we go about our business today. And thank you for joining me, and join me tonight for Topsy Tickletown. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much, and bye bye.